afternoon. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and this is Tell It to SunStar, the show where we talk to leaders on the most important issues of the day. And here with me today is someone who has just changed the landscape, the political landscape, after his victory in last week's elections. And he's none other than the newly elected congressman of the 5th District of Cebu, Representative-elect Duke Frasco. Sir,
Hi,
congratulations
may hapon.
and welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Would you like to greet our viewers?
Hi, mayong hapon kaninyong tanan. Labi na gyud sa mga kaigsuonan ko sa 5th District. May hapon daghang kayong salamat sa inyong suporta to ni aging eleksyon Mayo 13. Hinaot nga mag tinabangay ta alang sa kausaban o kalambuan sa tuwang 5th distrito.
Sir, first off, sir, you did the unthinkable. You ended the 7-decade hold of the Durano clan on the 5th District of Cebu. How did you do it?
I think it wasn't just me, no? It was really a combination of things. But ako, maingon magyud ko nga, usa raman ko. I'm just one voter. Just si Frasco raman ko from Liloan. So it was really the people of the 5th District that I think wanted change, wanted something new, and wanted hope, for a better future.
Did the endorsement of President Duterte help?
Of course, the endorsement of President Duterte, Mayor Inday Sara, and of course Governor Gwen really helped good.
Okay. So the 5th District is composed of one city and 10 towns, no? So Danao City, and then you have the towns of Bourbon, all the way down Sogod, Catmon, Pilar, Tudela, Poro, San Francisco, the Camotes Islands are yours. Carmen, Danao City, Compostela, and your beloved Liloan, where you were mayor for 9 years.
Yes.
And where your wife is now the re-elected mayor. So, as 5th District representative, what are the bills that you plan to file to benefit the 5th District?
Well, first off, I'm going to really focus on what I campaigned for, which are scholarships for our youth, continue, of course, the medical assistance and a health program of the 5th District, and also provide opportunity in terms of work for the people in the 5th District. But the pills, mainly, this is what I was saying, that, ang Liloan, hapit na gid ma-qualify to become a city. Ang Liloan karon, of the 3 qualifications, 1, land area, nakuha na namo. 2, ang local income of 100 million per year, average for the past 3 years, nakuha na sad namo. Ang amuan na lang among population. So the population requirement is 150,000. Ang among population karon sa Liloan 142,000. So gamay na lang gyud kay ko. That's why actually ikaw man sa magpulong-pulong mi sa Liloan, usa ra gyud akong hangyo sa taga Liloan ko nga ikaw man sa mong pulong-pulong kung mahimo magbuhat patagdagang bata nga sa to ang lungsod aron makabot kinato ang atong population requirement. So that's one of the first few bills. Of course, I'm going to study a few more. My mother-in-law has some pending bills that she's also passionate about that I'm going to be pursuing. But for the 5th District and for Liloan, I'm hoping to pass a bill to convert the municipality of Liloan into the city of Liloan.
Okay, but the land area, the requirement is 100 square kilometers, and Liloan is only half that.
No, No. I think it's 5 square kilometers is a requirement.
Really? Anyway, so you think in terms of the income, you can already meet the requirement?
Yes.
And the population, gamay na lang.
Gamay
Just
na
a little
lang
bit
kayo.
more. So maybe in 2 years, you will get that many?
Based on our population growth rate, we're about around 3 to 4%. So I think
growth
every year.
Okay.
So hopefully maybe by next year. But Liloan, one of our top industries right now is housing. So there's a lot of people moving into Liloan.
Yes,
that's also contributing to our big growth rate as well.
Housing, that's right. Okay, so we will just wait for the population to reach
na lang yun.
The right time.
Yeah, mainly it's really the population and the local income that's really a priority.
Okay. You have said that you plan to put up satellite offices in your district, in the different towns in your district, where your constituents can avail themselves of the free medicines. Because earlier this year you went around the district and gave free medicines and you had a medical mission.
Yes.
So you plan to continue this?
Yes. Currently, right now, actually, nagpangita na tayo mga offices in the entire district, no? We have an office, of course, in Liloan. We have possible offices na in Danao, Compostela, and in the other municipalities as well. So I plan to have a person there to represent me, and also to matubang sad sa mga concerns sa ato ang mga tao.
But how you will have one per town?
Yes.
One office per town,
Yes.
not per barangay.
No,
It's too
per
much.
town. Yeah.
So it will be in the centro
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, near the maybe Poblacion, near the public market.
So that is a
Somewhere.
separate office from the town hall. You will not put it in the town hall.
Depende. For example, the mayor of Bourbon has offered in his municipal hall no nga naa sa may office dito. So ayun ko nga, sige mayor, tinabangay ta na.
But the like you will get the funds from Congress,
Yes.
right? So you how will you implement it? You will course the money through the local government unit and they will implement the program, or your own staff will do it?
There's a combination, Mansad. We can also download to the local government, but we can also have our own funds through the national agencies. So, for example, the funds that's downloaded to Vicente Soto Hospital. Usually before you go to Danao, if you're from Bourbon, you travel to Danao, you're asking for help because you're confined in the hospital. Instead of going to Danao, to one place, you just go to wherever your LGU is. And then from there, you get a piece of paper that says that, this is the amount that will help you. You go to Soto, and then we have a desk there as well.
Okay, so you can course it through the hospitals.
Yeah.
But in the 5th district, are there hospitals? I mean,
There's a district
public
hospital in Danao. Yes.
Yes, but in the other areas where there are no hospitals, you're going to have to course it through, you don't know yet. Whether it's
there's
the
a district
health
hospital in
clinic.
Danao.
Okay.
There's a district hospital also in Sugod. There's also a district hospital in San Francisco. But for the most part, people are still more comfortable going to Vicente Soto Hospital, which is in the city. That's another thing that we need to, make better by our district hospitals, because right now there's a lot of lacking, medicine, supplies, even doctors. So that's one of the things that, of course, that's under the governor. The governor will be able to assist there.
But your free medicines, you don't know yet if you will put it in the hospitals or it'll be through a separate.
Well, we're gonna put
office.
hospitals. We're gonna put medicine also in our offices, no?
Okay.
Because there are health concerns that doesn't require them to go to the
Yes,
hospital.
Yes, that's right. But there'll be a cap. Like, what's your budget for this?
Depende. I'm still studying this.
okay.
Yeah, because I just got elected a week ago.
Okay. and it will be available to everybody or only the indigent?
Everybody that needs help. So
Okay.
everybody that needs help that
Even
comes
if
to
you're
us,
like
whatever
very
color you are in
rich.
terms of politics. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think the rich people would come to our offices asking for help unless they really
Okay.
need help.
Okay. And these are the standard medicines. These are not specialized medicines for.
Depende,
Long
said, yeah. They're
term
probably
diseases.
more of over-the-counter medicines.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you gave an ambulance each to Danao City, Liloan, Carmen, and Bourbon
Yes.
from your personal funds.
Yes.
Was it really your money or was it campaign contributors?
Really my money.
Really your money?
Yes.
And then what about the other 7 towns in the 5th district? Can they
We
expect
gave-
an ambulance?
We
from
gave
you?
an ambulance to all municipalities in the 5th district.
Already?
Yes. So this
Okay.
is before the campaign period actually started back in March 29.
Mm-hmm.
So for Danao, we gave 4 ambulances.
Ooh, okay.
And for all the other municipalities, we gave 1. But with the exception to Compostela, we gave an ambulance, and I also gave a multi-cab to our senior citizens for the people of Compostela, for the senior citizens of Compostela.
Yeah, and you have said that you want to give more vehicles. So what kind of vehicles are you going to give?
Probably multi-cabs as well, no?
Multi-cabs.
Okay, this is something that I did in my first term as mayor of Liloan. I gave multi-cabs for multi-purpose use, no? It could be for emergencies, it could be for use for the barangay tanos, the BHWs. So, sa man na nga mga importante kayo nga kinahanglanon sa mga barangay.
But this time, where will you get the money?
Well, we're hoping that there's budget in Congress for that.
And what if there's none? You're going to have to spend for it yourself, or do you just wait for the budget from Congress?
We'll see. We'll
Wait
see.
na lang. Okay. Okay. So far you have given one multi-cab, and then all the so you mean to say the 10 towns and one city in your district already, you've already given them
An ambulance
each.
yeah. And then
You
I
gave one
given
multi-cab to Compostela.
yes, and then to San Francisco for the youth, we also gave a multi-cab.
How
for
did
them.
you choose them and not the others?
Depende lang. In terms of population is one of the things that, we consider.
Okay. They need it more because there are a lot of them, you mean?
there's-
Daghan sila?
Yeah, depende, yeah.
Yeah, so when are we going to see the other cars? It will depend on Congress. It will take a long time.
We'll see, we'll see. Like I said, no, I just got elected last week, so there's a lot of things that I'm still studying. But with regards to the promise that I made to give a multi-cab or multi-purpose vehicle for every barangay, I don't think it's not impossible, because there have been congressmen in the past that have done it. So
But don't you have to have it approved in the General Appropriations Act, because you don't have a pork barrel anymore? Before, diba, you used to have 70 million a year
yes,
for every congressman in his
there's
district.
still 70 million a year.
Where? What's it called? It's no
It's still
longer-
an allocation for the congressman. There's
Okay.
40 million for hard projects and there's 30 million for soft projects.
Oh, I see. So, in other words, you still have the 70 million a year that
Yes.
you could spend.
As
but-
I heard, like I said, I haven't even been inside
okay.
Congress yet, so I'm
Okay,
still.
okay.
These are all the things that I'm, just hearing and learning.
Okay. Okay. So hard projects will be infrastructure,
Infrastructure,
and soft projects will
multipurpose
be
buildings,
like medicine or something like that.
medicines, scholarships,
Okay.
health, assistance programs, and hospitals.
Yeah, the what you were saying that you want to do some scholarship grants for students in private universities, which is what you did in
In
Liloan.
Liloan, yeah.
And then giving a local pension to senior citizens, giving monetary benefits to frontliners like barangay health workers and barangay tanods. These are not currently available sa mga,
Lungsod.
yeah, under your district?
Some I don't think, no. I think some might have, but I'm talking about the barangay health workers allocation or allowances from the LGU. The barangay health workers, they're appointed by the barangays, just like the tanods. They get their salary from the barangay, but it's not often that na counterpart ang LGU, ang city or ang
yes,
o
that's
ang
right.
lungsod, no.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
nga sa Liloan, for us, naisweldo ang mga BHW, ang mga tanod, mga daycare na to, mga BIN. But kami sa LGU, we give a counterpart, and our counterpart every month is
Okay.
5,000 pesos per month for all of them.
Yeah, that's significant.
And then that's something, well, what I say is that, before gani mahibalo ang City Health Office nga nay masakito na niyo sa kabarangay, ang atong mga BHW may unang mahibalo. Before ang ato ang kapulisan nga mahibalo nga naay krimen or aksidente sa usa ka barangay, ang ato ang mga tanods may unang mahibalo. So aron malinaw, no, ang ato ang palibot sa atong barangay, dapat these barangay workers are also given support from the LGU. So that's why we do that in Liloan.
Okay, so now in Liloan, the city gives 5,000
Yes.
additional to
In addition
the
to-
frontliners.
Yes.
And the barangays, how much do they get from the barangays?
Depende sad. For the smaller barangays, I think they get maybe 500 or 1,000 a month. And there's some
Okay,
barangays that
okay.
give as much as 3 or 4,000. But kami ra ang nakahatag yun pinakadako. Yeah.
Okay. And you're still going to compute how feasible your wishes and hopes for for the
Well, that's-
programs for
yeah,
your
that's what
uh,
I campaigned for
district.
in the 5th district. When I campaigned for it, I told them, this is what we've done in Liloan, and this is something possible that you can do in your own LGU. Because what we noticed manggod in the 5th district is that lahi ang mara pa maagi ang uban ng mga lungsod compared to sa amo ang lungsod sa Liloan. So we're trying to give them an example ba, a way for them to benchmark maybe perhaps on what they can also do in their own municipalities.
Okay. You don't expect any resistance on their part?
From the BHWs?
Oh, no,
No
on
way.
the part of the LGUs.
No, I don't think so, because it only adds to the effort that the BHWs and the Tanons will give towards their work. No, it will only add, because now they have a little bit more to lose. If they don't work hard, then di man sad sila kadawat silahang allowance or support gikan sa kuan barangay.
So you have said you will provide livelihood opportunities. How will you do it exactly?
We started with job fairs, no? Actually, my first job out of college was from a job fair. There was a job fair in my school, and then apply ko, and then that's how I got my first job, no, out of college. And we tried that in Liloan. At first, ang requirement ato kausara ka job fair per year. And then yung ko nga, wait, if we spend 30 to 40,000 per job fair, maka-produce man ta og mga 500 hired on the spot, for example, no? And then napay pipila nga after nga ma-hired pa. So if we multiply this, instead of doing it just once, maybe if we do it 3-4 times, at one time we did it in Liloan up to 8 times in 1 year, daghan sa gyud ang makapatrabaho. And dili raman ang taga-Liloan good mo madto sa moang job fair, na ay taga Compostela, na ay taga Danao, everybody, even Consolacion go. So that's what we did also in the 5th district. We hosted a job fair in Bourbon. We hosted
you did already?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before the campaign started, we hosted a job fair in Bourbon.
Okay.
I did it in Carmen. I even went to Pilar in Camotes and hosted a job fair. And from our job fair, natay naka-hired on the spot. And in Bourbon, I think there was like 100 or so that were hired on the spot. And then napay mga uban nga second interview.
But what do you mean by you will host a job fair? Those who are the companies are there in those areas, or really, these are companies in the metro.
Oh no, in the metro.
And then
yeah.
ipadaanin nyo dito sa Camotes,
Yes,
and then they will look for workers there.
Yeah, like for example, companies and maps. That's what we do in Liloan. There's companies in the city, in the maps.
So what, you provide the transportation?
Yeah, that's the cost that we incur. The transportation, the allowance, the event. We need to provide food. We need to provide the venue.
So you provide, let's say, the transportation for the employers,
yes,
representatives who
yes.
will go there and accept the kind of applications
and interview the applicants, and if they qualify, then accept them.
And it costs only 40,000.
As I
or
recall,
more or
no,
less.
mga 30 to 40, depending on the distance. Sometimes if Camotes medyo layo man, and they have to stay there overnight.
It's really
so
far.
Yeah.
So how often do you intend to do this for the job fairs?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. No.
Like at least
well,
once
definitely more than once a year. I'm planning to do it more than once a year in the different municipalities. But there's a timing mas good, no. So maybe right after graduation we can do a job fair, no. When the new students bago lang nakagraduate nangita pagtrabaho.
And what was the result? We having a job fair in Camotes, which is so far away, and
I think
do
we
they
got
want to relocate to the city to work in MEP?
yeah, if they get a good opportunity, I think so. I think at that time naka-hired on the spot at mga 20 or 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the Carmen, and I would, understand because it's closer to the metro. Bourbon's kind of far. I mean,
Yeah, pero there's a lot of people in Bourbon gyapon nga nagkinahanglan og trabaho. So that's why we have to go out of our way to go to them, but instead of them having to come to us.
So it's more of kanang job fair, so that would connect them to the employers.
Yes.
It's not, your idea is not more on attracting investments.
Oh, that's also
to
another
those
thing.
areas.
Yeah,
But
that's
do you have anything specific in mind?
There's a lot of investors naman nga interested in Liloan and also in the 5th district, no. For example,
Like
our port.
who?
We just
Yeah.
launched our groundbreaking sa Toang port in
Yeah,
Liloan. So that's
March, right?
that's a ₱1 billion investment. We have Abuetes land that has over 500 hectares in Liloan. That's
What's
gonna
that? Aboitiz land.
Aboitiz Land is a developer.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
500 hectares of
Land.
What will they do with it?
Well, you can't just do one thing for 500 hectares, no? So I think it's going to be a combination of things. At first, probably just a few hectares, possibly residential developments, commercial
They bought in
developments.
Iloan?
For so many years now.
Okay,
that,
okay, so it's
they've been buying, yeah, in Liloan.
Okay.
So, and then in Bourbon, the same developer in Liloan for our port is also interested in Bourbon.
A port there?
A port in Bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one way for us to ease the traffic in Cebu, no? Right now, based on estimates, there are about 10,000 employees that live in the north that work in the MEPS, no, in Mactan. So, 10,000 from Consolacion, Liloan, Compostela, Danao. Assuming that half of the 10,000 lang commute every day, so 5,000 commute every day. The other half, they live in Mactan na because it's so far now in terms of traffic. So that's 5,000 that congest our roads because there's only one road from Liloan to Cebu City. There's only one road from Liloan to Mandaue. If we can just reduce that amount, no, 5,000 instead of 5,000, let's say half, 2,500. The other 2,500, they take the ferry from Liloan to Mactan. That'll really decongest our road. So makatabang gina siya sa traffic going to the city, and it won't take me an hour and a half from Liloan to the capital or an hour and a half from Liloan to the airport na.
But that port that you had a groundbreaking on last March, it's going to be finished early, either by year end or early next year, right?
Ang estimate is in the next 6 or 8 months, hopefully nana tayo mga barko nga makadock dito, and then makabiyahe na from Liloan to Mactan. And then also, it's not just to cater from Liloan to Mactan, no? It's supposed to cater from Liloan to Cebu City and Liloan to Karkar because we also want that connection from Liloan to Karkar. Yeah. And hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months, ang initial lang anak niya, ang pantalan, nga ma-okay na siya, nga maka-ferry na ta people from Liloan to Mactan and vice versa. But there's also a commercial component there as well. But that's gonna be...
What's the commercial component?
It's, like lifestyle, commercial, maybe a mall perhaps.
In the terminal, you mean? In the terminal?
Near there, yeah. Because it's a koan. It's a 1.5 hectare property.
Okay. I see. But going back to the ambulance, how much does an ambulance cost?
Depende.
How much? One ambulance is not enough per town, right? If you have so many barangays, there should be one for every barangay.
Well, depende because there are barangays. Secret.
Does it cost more than the multi-cab or is it about the same?
More or less, a little bit more maybe, perhaps, yeah.
Which one costs more?
The ambulance.
The ambulance? Okay, but it's about the same size. Okay, so it's a secret, okay. Because I was thinking each barangay is a lot of barangays, but at least they have one, it's good enough. Anyway, so you were saying about the seaport in Bourbon, there is no port there yet.
As I heard, no, wala pa.
There's none. And then why were you thinking of putting it there? What's there?
It's
in the northern portion of your 5th district.
Oh.
Where will the people go from there?
There's people in Bourbon also that commute to the city, and then there's people that probably...
Which city? Like Liloan?
No, to Cebu City, Mactan.
How long will that take?
Yeah, it takes a while. So
every day?
Well, depends.
No, go home
and if you have a port site in any area, there's no port. Rarely, there's no port in the entire world that doesn't develop. The city that doesn't develop. So that's one of our things. We want to explore putting up a port there. Perhaps it'll encourage investors to put investment in that place, and perhaps it'll also help and ease in terms of flow of people going back and forth from the city, also going to
they'll just take the
Bourbon.
Ship going straight to...
Yes.
So they take the sea lanes, no?
Depende, yeah.
Okay. But why did they think of going to Bourbon? It was their idea? the one you're saying the same developer who is doing the 88 port development in
Yes.
Poblacion Liloan is eyeing
The
Bourbon?
mayor actually of Bourbon sent a letter to the CPA at that time. Napama ko sa CPA.
Okay.
And then
Are you still there?
No,
more?
wala na.
Okay. You had to.
it was an
to get
automatic
out.
resignation
Okay,
as soon as I signed my COC.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Hmm?
Okay, and then but the thing is, if you have a port there, there'll be traffic. So because everybody will go there, the thousands of people. So how are you gonna?
Not necessarily.
So
Well, it's
the
supposed
traffic.
to. There's definitely some management, no.
Okay.
But I think it'll be more positive than negative.
Oh, okay. Okay, how about any infrastructure you want to put up in the 5th district? What do you think they need there?
Roads. We need to better our roads. We really need to make more roads because, you know, there's so many. There's a lot of cars, no, coming in, and people are able to afford more vehicles, and people prefer actually their private cars. No? Okay, wala man santay proper public transportation man good. So I think that's one of the things. No, to develop an area, you really need to focus on the basic infrastructure,
But you
which
don't
are
have
roads.
any specific roads yet in mind, wala pa.
Kuan, there's the road that where
Upgrading of a road or kanang building a
building new roads.
Building new
Yeah.
roads, good. Okay.
The old roads, making it wider if possible, but
But what do you have in
making
mind now? Like
new roads.
Which
Well,
places?
there's a road that we're looking at. No, it's been in study for quite some time now. A road that connects Naga City all the way down to Danao, and then it traverses the mountains. No, and then there's another road from Liloan to Asturias. That's another main.
That's not the
artery.
Metro Cebu Expressway? That's it.
I don't know if that's the name of that, but that's still under karon under study, no. But that's something that I really want to pursue, and then of course that's a main artery, and there's going to be roads that connect to that as well. So, in order to really develop an area, you really need to have better, wider, more efficient road network.
But if you build a road in the 5th district, does that have to come out of your 70 million a year allocation? Or there's a separate budget for it?
Definitely there's a separate budget
Because
for
it's
that.
70
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how much it's going to pave.
Yeah,
And then
definitely there's
you
a separate
still have
budget.
the ambulances and the medicine and all.
No, gamay ra kayong 70 million for
Okay.
for that.
Okay, but you have nothing specific targeted except for the ones that you said, the Naga, the Now, and the other roads. Okay, how about garbage?
That's another issue.
Where do you throw your garbage in Liloan and in Danao? Where do they?
In
Cebu
Liloan,
City has problems. We
yeah,
don't know where to
you
throw
know,
garbage.
however big or small the city or municipality is, there's three major issues really. No, there's traffic, there's garbage, and there's drainage. So
Yeah, what
in
can you
terms
do
of
as
garbage,
congressman? What can you do as congressman to solve those three? In the
Garbage?
5th district.
but garbage is more of a local issue. No, ours is
Yeah,
more of
yeah.
support. So in Liloan, where we throw our garbage is in the landfill in Consolacion. That's another issue, Sad, that I think, it'll require the mayors and possibly the governor, of course. Maybe we can all sit down and discuss that.
Okay. How in Camotes, it has been the majority of it, like 85% of it, is classified as mangrove swamp forest reserves because of a proclamation there in 1981. Was it 1981? What is your
So it can't be
position on it?
alienable and disposable.
Yes, and your predecessor there in Congress has tried, I think, he has filed twice, I think, to try to exclude that because it was part of the same proclamation that made the whole of Palawan a mangrove forest swamp area also. So
I think
what's your position on it?
that's one of the things that's holding back Camotes from being developed and for being a place where investors can really pour in their investment, no? Because if your property is not alienable and disposable, meaning it can't be titled, investors willing to invest huge cannot get a loan from the bank because wala man sila ika-collateral, no? So for me, my position there is I think definitely we need to pursue that because there's a lot of opportunity in Camotes, and the people of Camotes really deserve to be developed, no? To deserve that their place, their beautiful place, can be seen for everybody.
So you will file a bill for its exclusion from the
Well,
proclamation?
I'll study what my, the current congressman has filed, and then
okay.
how I can enhance that. Perhaps
Mhm.
I'll enhance that, but that's something that I'm going to be really pushing for.
Okay, there are some houses from Yolanda that the National Housing Authority is supposed to build, but like 3,000 something housing units in Camotes Islands, they haven't been built. And then there are some 400 units in Bourbon, 491 houses in Sogod which haven't been put up.
Yeah.
I think probably most of their problems would be on the site development, like they can't find a place that's near where the people would want to work or to develop the area itself. So as congressman, can you help them get the houses finally after 6 years?
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look into that also.
Okay. Okay. You were with the CPA,
Yes.
and so you were saying, what are the areas in the 5th district, aside from the one you mentioned,
It's covered by
Bourbon,
the.
where you would like to see a port? Where do you think you would like to see a port in the next 3 years?
Go on. Well, definitely we're going to be pushing for Liloan and Bourbon. The now needs to continue, Yapuno. Yeah, and
There's one in Poro and Sogod.
yeah, Koan, in Sogod, it's more of a private. It's not.
It's
It's
a
not a
private port?
public port. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
And then in one in Carmen also. It's also a.
is there one
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's
private?
the public ports, meaning it's allowed to transport the public,
Yes.
are Danao, hopefully Liloan, and also Bourbon, and in San Francisco.
But did they seek help to expand the port? No.
Which one?
Any of those ports, existing ports?
In Danao, when I was sitting in the CPA, we continually provide it with the necessary maintenance budget, and also development. So before there was only koan kanang what do you call this? One place that the boats can anchor, no, or dock.
In
Now
Danao?
in Danao, now we
Okay.
build another one. So pwede na duha nga mo.
You mean they expanded
dock.
the pier?
Yes, yeah,
During your time in the CPA?
yes.
Oh, okay. How about airstrip? There's an airstrip in Camotes.
Yes.
In San Francisco, which is like neglected and has been since 2013.
Yes.
What are you looking at in terms of that airstrip?
That's a koan. That's a project of Governor Gwen, and
Yes.
I think it wasn't really supported by the current governor. So
That's what happened? You think? Okay.
well, nabiyaan man.
No,
But
what they said was that the MOA with the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, which ran it, expired.
okay.
NCAAP could no longer run it again
guess
because it was not allowed
Oh.
to
Well,
run.
I guess we'll find out when Governor Gwen sits and she pursues the port or the airport. No.
Because I think the MCIAA, the Metro Mactan Cebu International Airport Authority, is expressing interest in sort of upgrading it along with
Yeah.
the Bantayan Airport. But
Yes.
they say it's gonna cost more
Yeah.
to upgrade the to
Well,
fix.
I'm assuming that
the Camotes one.
when Governor Gwen developed that port, she wanted to develop that airport, so there's ease of transport now going back and forth from Camotes, maybe Mactan, and with that, will encourage development and investment. And if that's something that she saw as early as when she was governor, and she still sees it now, I think she will still continue to support
So
that
there's
airport.
a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And my last question to you, sir, is in the 5th district, there's one city and there are 10 towns.
Yeah.
That one city is Danao City, which is ruled by the Duranos. Those are your political rivals. And of the 10 towns, 8 of them have mayors and vice mayors elect who are from the Bakud party of the Duranos. So that
Actually
means
9.
Or
Or 8 town. 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 and then one city. Yeah. You're right.
And then that means there are only 2 towns that are allied with you. Of course,
Yeah.
one is Liloan, where your wife sits as mayor, and the other one is Bourbon,
Yes.
because the mayor-elect there is from PDP Laban, and the
Yes.
vice mayor-elect is Juan Cebu.
Yes.
So is that going to affect your performance as a 5th District Congressman, you think?
I don't think so because, of course, no. I'm gonna try to work with the mayors, work with the vice mayors and the councilors to implement and execute the plans and programs that I have. But what I'm planning to do is, if I cannot work with the mayor or the vice mayor, or they don't allow me, and I go straight to the people. It's the people that needs these benefits. It's the people that needs these programs, no, and these projects. So I don't think the people will object said or deny
So
the
you
help.
don't need to have the approval of the local government units in the area?
Depende. Like I said, I'll try to work with them.
Okay.
But if they don't allow me, then that shouldn't stop me from trying to help the people.
But how about you, sir? Will the alliances there affect your determination of where you would like to put your projects?
No. Depende naman yun where the programs or where the projects are needed most, no? And as I see it, it's needed in the entire 5th District. So, if magpili-pili ko as early as now, then ako rin maproblema na sunod election because napa by sunod election. So, what I'm planning to do is really just go and help as many people as I can. And then if you want to help me along the way, if you're a mayor or a vice mayor that wants to help me along the way, okay, I'll accept your help. But kanang in the end, baya napay in election, and the people will be the one to choose.
Okay.
So I cannot stop my just because they don't let me into their town. I cannot just say okay, delete na lang. I have to go to the people. I have to really help.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, sir, do you have a closing message for our viewers?
Again, no, sa mga kaigsuonan ko sa 5th District, daghang salamat usab sa inyong tabang ug suporta atong niaging Mayo Tracy. Hinaot nga magtinabangay gyud ta, no, alang sa ato ang pinalanggang 5th Distrito aron maangkon gid nato ang kausaban o kalambuan sa 5th Distrito. Daghang salamat.
Sir, thank you, sir, for guesting on our show.
Daghang salamat. Thank you.
And that ends our discussion with the Cebu 5th District Representative Duke Frasco. Para sa SunStar, mauni si Cherry Ann Lim. Daghang salamat.